directly to receivers. That's what Saskatchewan's going to have to take away from them early.
Martin Sarton with a handoff on first down, gets 2 or 3 yards off the left side. And Al Bruno, there's an air of importance added to this game. If the Toronto Argonauts go on and beat the Edmonton Eskimos, Bruno's Ticats will need this game to keep pace with Toronto in their race for first in the East.
Seemed very relaxed when we met him today at the hotel, and quite well recognized, as a matter of fact, by, of course, the Rider fans passing by.
Well, he said he just loves the atmosphere here, with the football interest in Saskatchewan always high, but the fans really pumped up this year because the Riders are doing so well. Rocky DiPietro unable to grab that throw from Mike Kerrigan down at the Saskatchewan 40, so the Ticats will have to punt. And of course, if Edmonton loses, Saskatchewan could move into a first-place tie with the Eskimos if they win this afternoon. We asked Bruno O'Neill what the key to the game was, or what the keys were, and the first thing he mentioned was the kicking game.
Well, he understands how windy it can be here, and the time of possession, how important that is when you've got the wind behind you and when you're going against it.
Fairly strong wind favoring Hamilton in the opening quarter, and Osbaldiston really gets into this one, into the end zone. Fuller will let it go through, and that'll be a single point for the Hamilton Tigercats. So 1 minute and 7 seconds into the game, they have opened the scoring. Osbaldiston showing us how strong the wind is.
Well, John Gregory, I think, is feeling more relaxed every week. When we talked to him last week before the BC game, he said it was the first time in a long time he had a good night's sleep the day before the game. Well, he had another good night's sleep last night, and that must be a good sign for him.
There's an illustration of how strong the wind is blowing at Taylor Field and favoring Hamilton in this opening quarter. That was an 84-yard single by Paul Osbaldiston. Kent Austin and the Roughriders, and the first play is stuffed by the Hamilton defense.
Well, Grover Covington, he's been around long enough to know certain keys on offenses and when to come down, and you're going to see him come straight down from the side. Right there. Milson Jones tries to cut it off. He just does a heck of a job getting inside the block and getting to the ball carrier.
And there's the man who will have to block Covington a lot this afternoon, Bill Henry. Starting for injured Ken Moore. Austin, under pressure, can't get away. Walker forced him into the arms of Grover Covington.
Sprint outs in different situations call for different blocking matchups, and this time Milson Jones up in the line does a good job of getting Grover Covington to step outside, but has to be a little bit more tenacious and stay with him, keep pushing him, because Grover Covington just does not give up. He gets to that quarterback quickly.
We talked to Bruno. We asked him, is Walker having his best year? No, he plays this way every year. What about Covington? Well, he said he's having one of his better years. And skillful